Have you put together your If I Go Missing file yet? If you haven't, you better hurry before you get murdered. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Weird World Podcast. I'm Dean.
Carrie.
Carrie's going to give us a little weird bit today. That was today and tonight together. Sounded kind of Australian, didn't it? Just in case, wasn't sure what time of day it was.
Exactly.
Where you are listening. Carrie has something that I have never heard of. She told me about this just the other day. Never heard of it. But then again, I am not as hip on the interwebs as Carrie is. He's very social media savvy.
I don't know. I was trying to remember where I heard about this. And
I'm going to say the internet.
well, yes, but I mean, I also read the New York Times online, and it came from a New York Times article.
Oh, did
so,
it?
Yeah. But I got to the New York Times article from somewhere.
Sure. Let's go back. Let's try
Not
to
like
retrace
I read it
that
cover
path.
to cover. Anyhow, there is a TikTok video.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm not super into TikTok and videos.
You're not. No. It's really not your demo.
No.
No.
I should be, though, because it's quite entertaining.
Yeah, actually, I've seen you I know when you have your headphones on and you start giggling that you're
but it's
watching
not
something fun. Are you doing those apps that make people's faces look weird, like Barbie and things like that? Why do those apps always misgender me, by the way? I'm always turned into a female on those apps. Look at this.
I can post the pictures.
Go for it.
For our listeners.
Yeah.
They are hilarious.
No, I'm pretty. Don't get me wrong. But still.
Anyhow,
actually, I'm not
it's an AI photo app where they turn you into fantasy characters or whatever, and characters from the 50s, and they always turn Dean into a woman.
I feel like you've had hours and hours of endless fun with those.
I do.
Okay,
it's lots of fun.
Well, that's maybe where you heard about this topic today.
Well, I did see an interesting video on TikTok. And I think it's become a thing, and it's for a company called Savor, and they have a binder, and it's a woman saying things in case I go missing binder. And it shows her adding a hair sample just in case they need it for DNA testing. And then, it shows her snipping off some hair and putting it in a little plastic baggie.
Really?
And
she's putting it physically in a binder. There's a video of her actually doing this.
Yes. And then she says, my friends and exes are the first people they need to bring in for questioning.
Nice. Way to throw everyone you know under the bus.
Yep.
My friends and exes. I get the exes part. My friends?
Yep.
I think my friends are going to murder me.
Sticking in a list. Well, but, they need to interview your friends to say, does she have any enemies? Was anybody bothering her?
I choose to interpret that as she thinks her friends might murder her.
Well,
which, in this case, the way you're making her sound could be true.
So, you know who she is.
No.
She is the social media manager for the company selling the binders.
Then for sure her friends want to murder her.
For 47 and some odd change.
Really?
Yeah.
The binder.
It's like it's like a fold.
So it has like special, here's where you put the hair.
Uh-huh.
Here's where you put a swab of your DNA from the back of your throat or something like that.
Yes,
Seriously?
all kinds of little pockets.
Skin
and
flakes?
Stuff like that. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Here's where you put one of your eyeballs, not both. Here's one kidney, not both, just in case if you want a really, really good DNA sample.
Well, what do you think has probably led to the popularity or even the possibility that such a thing as If I Go Missing binders would exist?
Dateline, 48 Hours, all social media, everything on television, People Investigates, all those things. People are so terrified. True crime
content everywhere.
Okay.
And
everybody thinks they're going to get murdered.
Yes.
Or at least kidnapped.
Or go missing.
Okay.
So they also ask for pictures of yourself, high resolution if possible, descriptions of tattoos and identifying scars.
Pictures of the nude. Anything. Carrie, they're trying to be thorough. It's for business.
A place for you to put your fingerprints.
What you might look like dead. You have to pretend you're dead. So yeah, you know what? What your hand looks like with just one finger coming out of the ground with the dirt around it. Do that too. Maybe a foot.
All of your social media accounts and passwords.
Really?
banking information.
Oh, okay. Now I feel like this
credit
might be a
cards.
scam then.
It's crazy. Well, a scam. They're not giving it to a company.
No,
You're
they're
keeping
getting
it
it
in-
and they're storing it.
Who
Aren't
is?
they, this company. Isn't this company going to have access to this?
No, they sell you a binder.
Oh, they sell the binder. Okay. Wow,
you
I'm
write
surprised.
it all in the binder.
I'm surprised there isn't a digital version of that by now.
Well,
I know it'd be hard with the DNA stuff, but other things you could
people
put.
say don't do that for obvious
Of course you shouldn't do that.
reasons. Yeah,
Doesn't mean shouldn't be there. It doesn't mean I'm not surprised there's not such a thing.
I know.
People do a lot of dumb things.
Well, this one person named Christina, I'm not going to use last names,
No, but it's Chavez. But anyway,
even though they do name these people in articles, but I don't.
the company does, or they're talking about
The
people
New York
who have,
Times
okay,
and other
who have
articles
done
that I've
this.
read.
These
Yes.
are people who have done this.
Yes.
And they have their binder, their folder.
So Christina from New Hampshire,
Okay.
she
Well, Carrie, there's probably like 3 Christinas in New Hampshire, so you've kind of named her by now. And it's
Well,
probably not Chavez.
I could say how old she is and what her job is, but I'm
I
not
feel like you
going
should.
to.
How about the town? Boulder
It doesn't-
Mountain, New Hampshire.
It doesn't have the town.
No,
It just
darn
says New Hampshire, but it's a small state. So
It's a very small state.
anyway, Christina opted to print 2 copies of her If I Go Missing file. One that she keeps in her apartment, and the other one she gave to her human resources department at her job.
That's interesting. So she trusts her coworkers, but not her
No, she
best
trusts
friend.
the employee relation or the
Yeah.
human resources department. I mean, they have all kinds of confidential,
Yeah, I
personal
suppose.
information about you.
Well, you could give that to your mom or something, right?
True. Yes.
Your-
Well, maybe.
Your best
Maybe
friend.
Christina doesn't have a mom, Dean.
Here's the thing. Do not give it to your ex-husband.
Yeah.
That's a huge mistake. Yeah,
Well-
no, I'll keep this safe.
Like I said, I think this kind of came about because of true crime and
Mhm.
stuff. There is a true crime podcast that seems to have kind of popularized this because the host of the podcast has been talking about it, and you can download
Sure.
a digital copy from their podcast. It's Crime Junkie. I don't listen to it, but I know of it. And I guess they started doing it in the summer of 2018. So we're a
Okay.
little bit late to this party.
No, we knew about it. We just been holding on to the episode. Shh, 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 shh.
But it's 2, female hosts. They talked about it and talk about what they have in theirs and all that they include their logins and things like that, a written will,
Oh.
and a list of, quote, anyone that I think right now there's nobody, knock on wood,
Mm,
who would have a grudge against me.
that's smart, I think, actually. Yeah. Who would kill me? It's your who would kill me list.
Yeah, but you might have to keep updating that.
Yeah,
thing.
for sure you would. I just cut off a guy in the freeway. I don't know his name, but he drives a red Corolla.
Exactly.
Put that on.
Put every license plate of every
Yeah,
person
Damn right.
that you cut off that might be mad at you. Which, speaking of which, I
Yeah.
didn't cut anybody off today.
Good. Good.
But a car was following me
When was
from
this?
many a turn
Really?
on my way home from getting gas
Turns out
today.
it's our neighbor.
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't. I did not
Be careful.
recognize the car, so I did not turn down our street.
Good
I
idea.
kept-
I've read that, right? You're supposed to not go if you really think someone might be following you, don't go home. Make a different turn.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've heard that too.
and I did.
Especially from something like that, so like a retail center, mall, or something like that, because that is an MO.
Yeah, it was just a gas station. But
Still,
when I did a wrong turn, they kept going.
phew. They
They
got.
probably,
shoot.
she's not going
I-
home. We'll
I know
have
she
to
doesn't
get her
live
next
there.
time.
That's good. Good way to, you should put that person down. What kind of car was it?
Like a silver Cadillac.
Put that on your who would kill me
sedan
list.
kind
I
of
think.
thing. Yeah.
So guy.
I don't know. I
Really?
didn't see who was
It's called a
driving.
rear view mirror. Okay, let me familiarize you with that. You can just look in that and you see what kind of person's following you.
I
Come on,
couldn't-
Gary,
I
get on
couldn't
it.
tell.
I want a
What?
description. I want an identikit description. All right.
Well, anyway, you
drawing.
can also buy, you don't have to spend upwards of $50 on these. You could spend way more
You
than
can
$50.
buy a peachy folder.
There's one company called Knockbox,
Knockbox.
Knockbox,
Yeah.
and they sell like a box
And you knock on it.
with like file folders and stuff like that for
Yeah.
like everything in your life, just to organize your life, your car loan payments, your lease agreements.
Well, if it's DNA samples, better have some really good heavy duty plastic baggies, right? And seal them. That's what you
Well,
need.
sure, but I mean, knockbox isn't meant for that. It's just meant to put all your important papers in
Mhm.
one box, so you
Yeah.
can just grab it and go in case of a fire or something like that. You can also pay more for the fireproof box,
Oh yeah.
but also then they sell, like an
Mhm.
addendum with the in case I go missing stuff. So you could just have a separate file, my in case I go missing file in your knockbox.
Because what if they kidnap
assuming.
you and burn your house down? Because then you better have the fireproof one, or you better have
Correct.
that second set with your mom/HR supervisor.
Yes.
Okay.
And these knockboxes
Or your
are
ex.
like over $100, like $140 or something like that.
The fireproof $7,000. It's made of asbestos.
No.
It'll give you cancer, but it might save your life.
Or you can go on Etsy and pay a few dollars for a digital download.
You should crochet them, sell them on Etsy or whatever.
Well, that's just silly.
Just do it, Gary.
Amazon also sells them. I didn't look at the ones on
Well,
Amazon.
you
I
mean-
looked at some on Etsy.
China sells them then. Everything on Amazon is from China.
Well, that's
Pretty
not
much, Gary.
obviously.
Like 94.4%. I've done the math.
Okay.
Fact.
Well, a lot of women, and I think this is especially true of women who enjoy true crime, say it gives them a sense of control
Don't see how.
and how to feel kind of prepared.
Prepared, yes, but so you're, let's say, kidnapped horribly. In most cases, let's be honest, people who are abducted aren't held for that long in the vast majority of cases.
Right.
So I don't know how having your hair sample and having a picture and things like that is going to, I
Well,
mean,
you know what that's for.
what? This for if they find a body.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how does that give you control? You're still dead.
But wouldn't you want them to find who killed you?
Well, sure.
Okay,
I guess.
that's what it's
Okay.
for.
So it's really for that? It's not to
Well,
help
it's for
find you
that-
at all?
Well, it is, but that would only be like, okay, it's my jealous ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
Here's the car he drives. Here's,
Mhm. And he might keep me alive for some amount of time.
yeah.
Okay.
But, other than that, it's
So it's mainly for, the intent is legitimately just mainly for finding your murderer.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it should be called Who Will Kill Me, Who Would Kill
Yeah.
Me list.
But it's weird because
I'm starting making mine
aren't the
right now.
statistics something like 70% of women who are victims are victimized by
It might be more
somebody
than that.
they know,
but
an ex or something like that.
something close to them. Friend,
Well-
ex, admirer, family member. I think it's more than, I don't know. I don't have the stat, but I bet you it's
Yeah.
more than that.
But it seems like more women are obsessed and worried
Mhm.
about stranger abductions.
Yeah. The whole stranger danger thing. The
Which is
kids are,
so
the vast majority of
amazingly
kids
rare.
are abducted by a non-stranger. The ones who go missing.
what?
The vast majority of children are abducted by a non-stranger,
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying.
just like adults.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Well, and so people who don't like this whole, they don't. I'm assuming they also don't like the whole true crime craze, but they don't like the whole if I go missing folder thing because they say it's basically paranoia, but it's also glamorization of victimhood.
How so?
Well,
I get the
because
paranoia.
women kind of are fantasizing about what
really?
if I'm,
Ew.
about being a victim and gets lots of attention, right?
Really?
Especially pretty young white women.
Oh my God. So they're going on Facebook and saying, and doing it, like doing a Facebook video or something like that. Can you do something like that? I don't know. I'm not on Facebook. I don't know. But can you do, a Facebook video? Hey, fans, here's my If I Go Missing folder. I'm putting that kind of thing. Are people doing that?
I mean, I think that would be dumb. People are doing that, but I don't.
Or
It
TikTok.
seems more jokey.
Joke? Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's got to be some people doing
Being
that
funny about
seriously,
it.
though, isn't there?
There's one woman who did it. I think the serious ones are people saying, "I got my If I Go Missing binder, and here I'm going to put it," like the social media
Yeah.
person for the
You know,
company.
it's a way to advertise to potential abductors /
Yes, it's
murderers that
terrible.
it's a way to advertise to them that, hey, you abduct me and kill me, you're going to get caught because I got a binder and you don't know where it is.
Yeah.
And it's fireproof and it's right here in the closet. Damn it. Let me redo that. No, it's
Okay,
it's-
if my ex-boyfriend wants to abduct and kill me, now he knows when he comes to my apartment to get me, he's got to find my binder.
make sure that you say, I have 2. No, I have 3. And the other 2 are with people I'm not going to tell you.
That's true. One woman, she made a video and she said, and for those of you saying, but what if your husband finds your notebook?
Mm.
she said, I've already thought of, she goes, it's not him, but I've already thought of that. And my sister has a copy too.
Good one. That's good. That's smart.
And then they go, your husband watching this video, writing down, get the sister too.
Or also writing down, my wife thinks I might murder her. Makes me feel good.
Well, there is a professor of American Studies at Cal State Fullerton, Professor Adam Golub, who he studies true crime and culture.
Does he really?
Yeah, isn't that nifty? That probably didn't
Nifty.
exist
That's the
when
word.
we were in college.
No, it did not. No.
But he says that people who are kind of obsessed with true crime, they know what's going to get the most attention, and they're trying to put stuff in their binders to get a lot of attention.
What do you mean? Attention on social media, like making it.
And he also says the thing about, it's an attempt to exert control over your world.
But wait, the first part implies that it's kind of an attempt to draw attention to yourself. It's an attention-seeking kind of a thing. Is that what he's implying?
I kind of think it is.
Okay. So it's like, oh, hi, I'm Taylor. I'm very attractive. I'm a young, conventionally attractive, blonde, white girl. And here's the things. Because I am clearly talking to be kidnapped because I'm so beautiful. That kind of thing?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know.
Was my voice good?
That was great.
Okay, good, thanks.
But Professor Golub thinks there is both genuine fear and genuine pleasure that people get out of creating the binder. It is a little bit
I can
creepy
see that, but it is
think about
weird.
it. And he said, they have a fear of being a victim and pleasure in imagining themselves as one.
It's difficult to read someone's inner thoughts on the motivation for this. I can understand that. I get it. I get how he can think that.
Yeah.
But I think most folks would be genuine in this.
Yeah. I mean, I don't get pleasure in it, but I do tend to think about bad scenarios.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
like today, when an innocent person just happened to be leaving the gas station the same time you were, and you figured you were being kidnapped.
Well, they left the gas station in an asshole way.
Oh, what did they do?
When you're leaving the driveway of the gas station and you can only turn right.
Mm-hmm. Do they go to your right and turn right in front of you?
No, they go to my left.
And turn right?
And turn right while I'm turning right too.
Dick.
But of course, I need to get all the way over to the left turn lane.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what they're trying to do too.
Douchebag.
So they're assuming that don't need to turn left immediately.
They're assuming they don't care because they're a douchebag.
Exactly.
For sure. You should turn the tables and follow that asshole home. And then, did something terrible to him. Said, hey, you better get if I go missing binder, I'm just saying, bro.
No, but I do and it's just kind of to mentally prepare myself. What would I do if this happened? What would I do if that happened? Well, and also the intense media coverage that bad things gets these days and the sensationalism surrounding them, a la Gabby Petito and stuff like that.
Yes.
It makes it seem like it's way more common than it is.
Mm-hmm.
So people, we have personally known people that literally think there's kidnappers lurking around every corner and, they could be a victim at any moment.
And those people are mentally unbalanced. No. Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
The person I'm thinking of for sure is.
Okay, but they're victims of the intense media coverage and, it's
well, but when
it's
it becomes
understandable.
A complete fantasy world and none of these threats are real, then it's an issue. And the person I'm thinking of, that's for sure true.
Yeah. But if you think about where we are in the world, the flippin' pandemic that we all have made it through, those of us that are still here, the
ones who aren't still here are not listening, so you don't have to worry about them.
Well, gun violence. In my head, I know that school shootings and mass shootings in public places aren't really all that common. They happen probably about every day, but look at all the places people go every day.
Yeah, I did not know you lived in this much fear. So you're
welcome
afraid of all these things?
Of course I am.
Oh, okay. But really?
But I tell myself they're not really that
danger?
common.
Okay.
So I know in my head they're not that common. But of course, I'm glad that we don't have children in school anymore so that I don't have to constantly worry about it.
That's true.
And get the text, we're in a lockdown.
I know.
because we've done those.
Mm-hmm.
So anyhow, so those kinds of things make people feel less safe and less certain about things.
Yeah.
And so that's why they attempt to do things to prepare and have some control. It's kind of like doomsday prepper stuff.
I guess and no, because I lose you at control. I get it, but control to me doesn't make sense because you're not really exerting any control. Doomsday prepper, no matter how nuts it is, and is still controlled. Like if this happens, this will help me survive. This is not that.
No.
This is just, this will get my killer. I'm dead. So control doesn't work for me on that. I get it, but it's not control. It's something else.
Okay.
At least I think it is.
It's multiple things. I
Yeah.
think that's only one small aspect of it. So here are the statistics. The likelihood of being the victim of a homicide is less than 0.01%. Teeny tiny.
Very teeny tiny.
This is according to the CDC. And if it does happen, most victims know their perpetrators.
Yeah.
For women, it's obviously most likely to be a current or former romantic partner. You have a much greater chance of dying by any other means, accident, disease, whatever.
Yeah. So basically what you're saying is that the Who Will Kill Me list should just be like a family album. Here's my friends and family. One of them did it.
Yeah. And there are other companies that do sell things that kind of like end of life things, or in case I die or when I die.
Mm-hmm.
And it is things like my passwords, my banking information. It's so your loved ones aren't scrambling to try to figure out how to cancel your credit cards.
Speaking of which.
What?
Speaking of which.
You want one of those?
Yeah, I do.
I've thought about it for years.
No, you should probably do it.
You guys are on your own.
Because I have no idea
I know.
about anything.
Especially banking.
Yeah, no.
Because
I wouldn't have. I just wander into various banks and say, do you know my name?
That's the one password that is only in my head.
Well, I don't know.
It's not written down anywhere.
Great.
It's not in my password manager, which you could get
into anyway.
Is it
Sausage Fest 69?
No.
Oh, shoot.
There's no hints. Nobody would ever think of what it is.
Damn it.
So the reporter who wrote the article for the New York Times talked to an LAPD officer who said he'd never heard of it. He didn't know what these folders were, but he said, he could see how it could come in handy.
For them, for sure.
He said, it's like giving us a pile of tips to solve the crime.
Absolutely.
And we'll take all tips. But he said, don't put it online.
No.
And you probably shouldn't make videos on TikTok about doing it.
Well, again, I don't know. I'm not sure. If someone is stalking you through social media and they know you have this means to potentially identify them in multiple places, I think that could be a deterrent.
Yeah.
I say do it. I'm going to do it. I'm afraid of being kidnapped.
Are you?
Yes. I'm the right demo.
So there's tons of,
I want to be slaved.
Uh-huh. Well, it wasn't him. I think it was another cop or somebody said they were talking to him and they asked him, well, are you going to make one? Because he thought it was, not a bad idea. He goes, I'm old. Nobody's coming after me. Nobody wants me. So I did go on TikTok just for the heck of it. And I used the hashtag in case I go missing.
Hashtag in case I go missing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And tons and
tons. Some creators are sharing them preparing their own binders in a serious way. Most of the ones that I saw are just spoofing the entire thing. Okay. Like that one woman I talked about.
I think you should be explicit and say, look what I have, potential kidnappers and killers. This is something that's going to catch you. Do not kidnap or kill me.
Well, one person said, most likely I've been taken from the trail in the woods by my house. But it also could be from the Panera that I go to once a day.
Yes, that's fair.
Yes, that would be yours.
For years, it's probably when I left the gas station.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say when I'm out walking the dogs, but I feel completely safe when I'm walking the dogs.
Because you're a big dog?
Yeah, because I'm a big dog. Boy. Except when he's too afraid to walk. And
don't
I have
tell
to
people
walk
that.
the little
all
dog.
Right? All right.
Don't. Oh, he would absolutely protect me.
Okay.
He's afraid of strollers and loud noises.
He's afraid of a lot of things.
But he's very protective.
He's afraid of anything with wheels.
Yeah. He's getting a little bit better.
Yeah, he's afraid of any loud noise. I mean, someone could, a footstep behind him freaks him the hell out.
Well, one guy, this is obviously a spoof one. He made his little funny homemade binder, and like the first thing in it is a Dunkin' Donuts gift card for the cops
Ah,
who are going to try
really?
to solve his
That's
murder.
nice of him.
And then then the next page is that flag, the black and white American flag with the one blue line.
What does that mean exactly?
He said it's so that the police will try harder.
Is that
to solve-
some kind of? I honestly don't know what it is.
It's pro cop.
Oh, is that what it is?
Mm-hmm. Instead of hair from his head, it's a bunch of leg hairs. Ugh,
Pubic
Prody.
hairs.
And then he took pictures. Well, they look like they could be either, but
Ew.
he showed
Armpit
him.
hairs.
He showed his leg, and then pictures of himself, both alive and what he would look like
See?
dead.
That's not a bad idea. Here's me dead. Here's my tongue out. My eyes are open. Notice that.
There's a video of basically someone acting like their dog made a notebook. It's cute. And then one, it's just the if I go missing thing. It's not a binder or anything like that, but it says, if I go missing, this is why. And it's a post of the KFC recipe.
Oh.
It's just funny.
Known to only 2 people in the world allegedly, which is almost certainly a lie. So is this something that's becoming like, are people talking about it? Are people,
What do you mean?
I don't know.
I mean,
would you, for instance, go to a club as a pickup line and say, hey, ladies, so which one of you has made a if I go missing binder? Just checking.
no, that would be a terrible idea.
Well, I'm not going to do it for a number of reasons. Although, you know what? The other way around could be good, though.
What?
You're talking to a person, you're getting to know them at a bar. You say, by the way, I have a binder. And they know what you mean. And it's like if they were planning on murdering you and then they ghost you, they were going to murder you. And you just narrowly avoided being murdered. I think, ladies, every one of you should now mention this in every social setting just to see who walks away and goes to the bathroom and then doesn't come back.
Okay. Smooth.
I'm trying to help.
There's a 24-year-old graduate student in forensic medicine who has also made a TikTok, but she's critical of the practice. She initially, when she first saw them, she thought it was satire because it just seemed so absurd. But then, she started thinking, how are the police really going to use your DNA sample? If you collected it properly and they can actually get DNA from it, they're questioning like there's no chain of custody and they're not going to use it.
They're not going to use it for in the court. They're going to use it to identify you. Here's a great idea I just thought of. Get DNA samples of any significant person in your life you think might mean you harm. Seriously. Get the DNA sample. Here's my ex. Because then they have it. Remember how many times have we listened to 48 Hours and they had to follow the guy for 3 days to get the straw that he threw away to get a DNA sample? You have a DNA sample. Again, not for court, not for chain of custody, but you have a DNA sample. And then at least they can rule it in or out.
I don't think they would bother wasting the money to test it because for that reason, they're not going to trust some woman's if I go missing binder to say that this is Bob's DNA.
What if it's in a knockbox?
Not in a knockbox either. But this forensic student, besides us disagreeing with her about the whole, value of the DNA, she thinks that it has a bad influence and it's basically a net negative. It just feeds into people's fears and anxieties and the companies that are selling things.
Oh, for sure.
It's a little bit icky, and I don't disagree with that.
I like icky.
She thinks that people are obsessing over being the victim of a violent crime, and she thinks it's not great for people's mental health, and I don't disagree with that either.
I don't know. I'm sure some subset of these folks are. That they're like, they want to play the victim and want to think they're so desirable as a target and things like that. But I think I imagine a lot of folks are very sincere. It's not a bad idea. I don't think it's that. I think it's fairly harmless.
Oh, well.
Depends on if you do obsess. You don't have to obsess over it. Do it, make it, forget about it. Except update that who's going to murder me list. That I can't stress enough.
Yeah.
Daily.
Well, and then I saw in a different article how it actually got started. It was most likely the company Savor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they have their other just being prepared binders. Here's where you organize all of your important documents and all that kind of stuff. And I guess a lot of them can be personalized. So somebody can say, this is Carrie's life organization box or whatever. And one day they got an order from somebody who wanted their kit to say, "In case I go missing," engraved on the cover. So their social media manager, who's the one that made the videos, is a true crime fan. So she saw it and thought, "Oh my God, this is such a great idea. We should, make something like this." So that's how they started making it. They don't like the lady who's, I don't know what show, she's co-founder and CEO. She doesn't follow true crime. She just likes their original concept. And then they have a thing, for you to put all your stuff for, like, if you do die, to help your family sort out your affairs kind of thing. And she just saw it as kind of like an extension of all that.
It's exploding their business, and now she's a big fan.
Well, probably now it is.
Well, because of this podcast is what you mean.
Basically went viral. I don't think so.
Okay, well.
So anyway, I don't think it's a fantastic idea. I'm not going to make one.
I'll make one for you.
All right. No, you won't.
I will.
You don't know what.
I probably won't.
Who are my enemies, Dean?
Oh, I'm not going to tell you, but I know who your enemies are. Probably not best for me as your husband to keep it, though. I should probably give it to someone else.
That's true. Oh, here are some other things. Oh, this is, his name's Patrick McLaughlin. He's a former police crime scene analyst. He teaches forensics at John Jay
University. College is in New York.
But isn't it a specific for
crime and
policey
law
kind of thing?
stuff, law, fighting stuff.
Yeah. John Jay College of Criminal Justice.
There we go.
That's what
you got there. You got there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was just the next sentence.
He thinks, so he's the one that said he's old, who would want to take him, but he thinks other useful things to include in a binder. Now I'm giving people tips, even though I don't like it. He said would be recent photos, which
makes sense.
The unlock code for your phone, which is probably a good thing because
if they find your phone, they need to see
very
who the
hard
last text
to get into people's phones.
And the text says, "I'm coming over to kill you," and they can track down that number. Solves.
Close-up photos of any tattoos, scars, and birthmarks. Obviously, height, weight, handwriting samples, which is interesting because what if somebody pretends to write a note for you?
Yeah. These days, it's usually text like, hey, bro, just wanted to tell you I'm leaving for 6 months. I married a very wealthy woman and going to live in Texas, so don't try to find me. That's what they usually, and they're usually in text form. And they try to sound like it's you. It's not you. So that's what you should do. You should leave an example of how you text, I feel like. Don't you think?
Well, when they have the unlock code to your phone, they'll be able to see exactly how you text.
What if the last several texts are from your murderer, Carrie? So pretending to be you. So no, I think you need to leave it in the lockbox, in the folder.
Okay. We also have friends and family members who would be able to say,
too long.
That's not
you
how
want it
she
all in
texts.
one place. That's the whole point of this.
Well, anyway, a list of health issues and medications, a history of surgeries, significant bone breaks, and whether you have any implants in your body. That's again for identification
for your body.
And yes, to take things to their logical conclusion. The purpose of some of these things is to help them identify human remains. So
how fast you might decompose in certain weather situations, I think.
He didn't think the hair sample was a good way, even if your hair, you pull it out from the root and it has a follicle attached to it, because he said DNA decomposes really rapidly. So the better idea...
A finger.
Take a sterile Q-tip.
Okay.
Swab your mouth and then put it in a baggie, obviously, and put it in your refrigerator or freezer.
Okay, I'm stepping right there.
Yes.
John Jay guy. No.
That's just silly.
And how about your finger? Would you put that in that'd be in the freezer for sure.
Yeah. And obviously none of it is going to be admissible as evidence. But but like we said, who cares? That's really not the purpose of it.
Use your left pinky like the Yakuza do if you're going to do this.
There is one video of somebody taking their hair, clipping their nails, putting it in a folder that says DNA, and then sealing it and sending it to somebody. So anyway, I thought it was kind of funny and clever. And if you have a few moments and you want to laugh, you can go watch some cute TikTok videos.
You mean the satire ones, don't you? The spoof videos.
Yes. and you'll get them all.
Did you? Okay, so the ones that you watched that were clearly sincere, did you get the sense? You can get a vibe that they were, almost like showing off. Look how desirable I am as a target. I'm some kind of the people you're talking about, that person who's critical is talking about. Or did you get the sense they were sincere and they're just trying to?
They're just sincere and they're just trying to show how smart and prepared they are, I think.
So there's still an element of social messaging out there. Look how smart and prepared.
Yeah.
I still say I think the best way for this is to deter anyone from killing you because they know that they're going to get caught. So you have to advertise. You have to tell everybody.
Sure.
You have to keep multiple copies. And hey, I'm going to stress it. Update the Who Will Murder Me list every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm just not on top of things. I wouldn't be able to keep it updated.
And
all
I
my
still
enemies.
think it's a good idea, even though you poo-pooed it, to get DNA samples of your potential murderers. That's, I think, a good call. You never know, Carrie. Never know.
I don't think anybody.
One day they're going to have like some DNA test that takes minutes, is cheap.
Oh,
And they go, oh,
yeah.
God, it was Ron, the ex-boyfriend. Boom, done. Got him. Arrest him.
You know what I was thinking? Instead of, and I was actually surprised that none of the articles I read even mentioned it. I don't need to leave my hair. I've already had my DNA. It's on file.
Oh, on
With
Ancestry.com?
Ancestry.
Okay. Yeah.
So couldn't they use that?
I don't know. But again, Carrie, I can't stress enough. One place, one folder. It's all right here. Here's my hair. Here's my fingernail clippings. Here's my pinky. And they're gonna solve that crime. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do one for Lily. I'm gonna do one for Loki. I'm gonna do one for you. I probably won't.
You won't do anything.
Well, I'll encourage you to do it. Okay, well, Carrie, thank you for that very informative, ripped from today's headlines,
Yeah.
ripped from today's social media, kind of, at least starting back in
5
2018,
years
but
ago.
still, isn't it getting big now, though? Is that, you get that sense?
Well, sure, because I think it's a recent article.
There you go. That's
in
how to
the
tell.
New York Times.
Okay.
They got their finger on the pulse.
Damn right they do. All right. Well, thanks, Carrie. Hopefully, everybody out there, go ahead and make yourself a folder. And don't forget, list of who will kill you, names of the people who will murder you. I just said that.
Uh-huh.
DNA of the people who might murder you, one of your pinkies, and what was the other thing?
I don't remember.
I don't either. But that's a good story. Oh,
The DNA of everybody that
DNA
might
of
kill you.
everybody who might kill you. And don't be shy. Even if it's your current spouse, go ahead, get some DNA. Put it in there. You never know. Things might get bad.
Yeah, see that's also the thing. You got hairbrushes.
Carrie.
Oh, but they might
God.
not have follicles on them.
No. You're being too negative. Get it all in place. Make 3 copies. Do not give any to the people on your Who Will Murder Me list. I can't stress that enough either. Give them to trusted friends, coworkers. Hide one in a cellar or something like that. And
Where the police will never find it.
well, and then make a list with it gets confusing, doesn't it?
Yes.
Just make sure people have one, and they'll solve your crime, and then you will have been murdered. Yes, that's true, but your murderer will have
Yeah.
been caught. So good for you.
Yeah.
Forethought. All right. Okay. Well, thanks for listening, everyone, to that for sure not weird bit. We advertised a weird bit, didn't we? At the head, that went longer, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That always happens.
Does happen. All right.
Thanks.
See you.